Okay, I think I'm as ready as I'm going to be. Let me see if I can remember how to play this game. First, I think I have to click begin. I think that's how the game starts. I don't know. It's confusing. Such bizarre controls. I guess I didn't really need to listen to the music on the title screen because it plays the same thing. Well, not for very long in the intro, but it does play some of it. And then a different variation of the same basic thing for a little bit. I don't actually remember how this game controls. I guess we'll find out. Oh well, it's just a squirrel. Fairly impressive way to crash, though, all things considered. Sounds like an awful person. Move with the arrow keys, but that's kind of awkward. So let me see if I can figure out how to actually move. This wasn't the way I planned. I didn't plan to enter the menu. How do I get out of it? I guess. Okay, yeah, the same button eventually. Okay. Right click opens the menu. Good to know. You can move with the mouse. It's kind of awkward, but it's slightly less awkward than the arrow keys. I don't know, I could try to use the arrow keys, but I wonder if I can use those and the mouse at the same time. Do I have to? Because that is pretty awkward if I'm supposed to use the arrow keys and the mouse. Okay, so you can advance dialogue with the spacebar, so that works. You know what? Aborting the mission and going home seems like quite a way to go. It's a good plan. Damn. Damn these games and their fake choices. Alright, we're in control again. Can I interact with things with spacebar? I don't actually know because I'm not sure if there's anything I should be able to interact with. Okay, I can interact with things with spacebar, so we don't need the mouse at all. That's more convenient. Because it would be really awkward to use the arrow keys and the mouse. Still feel like there would be a better way of controlling this than having to use this spacebar to advance dialogue, but it's what we're dealing with. Who says we need equipment anyway? Come back later. I didn't actually get to see what my options were there, but I assume I picked the one that advances the game. I was just pressing the button to skip through text and I accidentally made a choice. Sort of. If I recall correctly, this is the single most important choice in the whole game. It's still not that important, but as far as choices in this game goes, there's not really a lot of them. I've barely started looking. Alright, doesn't seem like there's anything important in here. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything I can interact with except the light switches, making the light switches kind of pointless. Yeah, I'll get to that. Couldn't have given me that while I was over there. Ah, the menu. I can open that with the keyboard. He seems reasonably alive. That's all I needed to know. Is this a thing? No. I mean, it probably is, but most of the things I can't really interact with. Okay. I looked at it 3 times, but I think I understand the basics on how clocks work. Maybe. It's good enough for me. Yeah, I'll do that. I could reject that quest, but I feel like I should do it, and it's also probably necessary. So that sound effect, I guess, is just like a generic sound effect. Because I'm sure I've heard that exact same sound effect in Louis, or not, in Deadly Premonition. That's the one. Alright, well, if it's funny, it's gotta be worth going to. This better be worth it. Study. Is that this way? This is a bathroom. There's only so many rooms. I'll find it. Might as well turn the lights on. I don't think it really makes a difference anywhere, but it's a nice effect. I'm gonna not read that. Although maybe I have to. Let's read it. Oh god, so many words. Alright then. Is it in the other book, or is this something completely wrong? Okay. That's not actually a book, it's just a key source. They didn't want to actually write anything for it, understandably. Alright, now we can go down there. Alright, they're the boss. The bosses. Fair enough. I can also turn the lights back off. Multiple cabinets. Nice place they got down here. I guess there's still a lot of things you can't interact with though. Nice books. There was definitely a series that existed. I don't know, this room isn't as funny as I was led to believe. A lot of rabbits, though. Could be worse. Yeah, might as well go. Lighthouses are pretty great. They've got light and everything. I think there might be more. They're not really houses, though. They're definitely buildings, but I wouldn't call them houses, despite being lighthouses. But yeah, there are definitely a lot of rabbits in that room. This isn't the way there, is it? Yeah, of course not. We can't just jump down there. We can't slide down there either. Or fall. They all seem like very good options. Let's just fall down there. Hope for the best. Alright, that's not a thing. Alright, that was fast. Alright, so we take the other path. Surely that was believable. Now there were in the one lighthouse I've been inside, but that was also a fictional lighthouse in a video game, so I don't know what a real lighthouse is like. Either way. Doesn't have the typical design of a house, but I guess by the pure definition of house it probably qualifies still. I don't actually know what the definition of house is, but it can't be that complicated or specific, I don't think. Other shoe? Louder. Damn it. It was going so well, too. We were gonna win. I mean, I sorta won anyway. It ran away. It's the same thing. At the very least, it's a moral victory. Oh, I went past the trigger, so it didn't take me to the next screen. I was wondering why I wasn't moving anywhere there. Alright, this is the actual place. Interesting. From what I can see in this game, this one doesn't. Unless you count this place, but I wouldn't. Because this doesn't look much like a living place. And I don't think there was anything here aside from the stairs and, you know, the first floor. Maybe it's implied, or it doesn't exist because it doesn't matter to the story. Alright, I got this. Do that. We're way at the end. I guess it moves left, as would be the obvious thing for it to do. I would guess it kind of depends on how they handle it. There are definitely some games that do it well. Okay, I guess I'm just supposed to leave. Yeah. Let's explore around here. Let's go back up this way because this is the closest thing I can get to. The closest place. Yeah, I can't think of any specific examples. There have been some games that just have, like, way too much stuff. But I don't remember any specific examples. A lot of stuff that doesn't really matter. I forgot about this song for some reason. I guess because the game really... It has one song that sticks out a lot more than the others, of course. And several variations on that one song, but yeah, this one's pretty good too. I forget how this works. Probably like magic. It's not magic at all. Okay, the first one is extremely basic. But apparently it can be done better. Well, much better. I could see better, but the first click I made didn't seem to actually do anything. Maybe because I wasn't following the instructions, but still it counted as a click. Alright, we're back to the slightly distanter past. Very slightly. That's some good improvisation. Right. 5 objects. Alright, that does count as 1. I was wondering if it wouldn't because we've already used that. Okay, yeah, the objects seem... Okay, I need to get 5 to break into that. That makes sense. I guess that's my end goal here. That's not important. I guess one slight problem I would mention with this game that, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, I guess. Well, it kinda is, but like there's no real way to distinguish between objects that you can interact with and objects you can't. Like a lot of it is just scenery that you can't interact with in any way, but then sometimes you need to find things to interact with. Alright, let's try following the instructions this time. I can do it. I know I can do this. Here we go. That was better than last time. Maybe because it didn't give me any extra instructions. Well, I guess it did. But still, that's besides the point. I guess the lighthouse opened. It's a fairly decent clue that I'll need to go there. Should I be looking at these notes? Somehow. I guess I can't open the menu during this. Or this. Okay. Notes. Yeah, I guess they're not really that important. Let's do this. Alright. Ideal is in 3 moves. The way to do that would be this. So yeah, this game definitely starts out with pretty easy puzzles. But I'm pretty sure they get harder, but not necessarily ever getting brutally difficult, which is good. Because if they did, I wouldn't be able to finish this game. And the plan is to finish this game. Although I might not be able to do the plan of finishing it in one stream that I initially planned, just because it's still really hot. I don't know how long I can sit in one place. It seems like there's only one choice to make. Yeah, that piano must have been pretty difficult to move. Doesn't look light. I'll leave now. We're getting further along here. Yeah, so even on the lower end of things, it's extremely heavy. In that case. I'm gonna save again just to be safe. I don't know if things can go wrong with this game. I think they can. So, it's better to save. Better to safe, yes. That almost made sense. There's a few ways I could have changed that to make sense, but either way, it's fine. It's a good point. Now, this song is another one I definitely remember. The music box version is my favorite. Isn't my favorite version of it, but it's not bad either. That's the one I need all of the other links for. Okay, there we go. Just getting stuck on some stuff there. Gotta find two more. I don't really know where to start. I mean, I guess if I've already found 3, technically I've started already, but I don't know where to start on the last 2. Alright, well, this looks like I can't get around from here, so I have to go back the other way. At least I had the music box playing for this whole section. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I did check the music box already. I think that's the first thing I checked, which makes sense. Can I go back this way? Oh, okay, I guess looking up here was the other 2 links. Alright. More puzzles. Yeah, this one's definitely more complicated than some of the others. Well, at least it looked more complicated until I made that first move. After that, it wasn't very bad. Something like that. Probably always right. I still think the rabbits are important. start. Yeah. That was an ordeal, but we got what we were looking for. Eventually. Alright, have to prepare it. Alright, let's see what this puzzle's going to be. Ideal is in 4 moves this time. So let's make these moves. And that was 4. Alright, now we can go back further. Slightly further, I guess, not too much. Still, we're getting back there. Back to the lighthouse, as it were. Isn't it? I mean, if they have taste simulation, why wouldn't they be able to get hurt here as well? Did they just never bother to add that part of the simulation? He's got a point. Alright, I just need a couple more. I'm just gonna keep walking in this direction until we find out it's not the right way. Or it is the right way. Which apparently it was. And the memento's right here, so. Moving on. Oh god, the ideal is in 5 moves this time. I'm so screwed. I don't think I'm gonna be doing this in the ideal amount of moves. Well, I guess I was. That wasn't as bad as it looked. We need more rabbits. Is the piano important? Alright, it was important. Okay, those are boxes of paper. Because they need more paper. This is important. My guess is, yeah, rabbits. That's pretty normal. Still missing 2 links. Okay, I guess I can talk to her from that side. I don't know where I'm going with this. Okay, I guess it's just that easy. I didn't think ahead, it just happened. The rocks aren't important, or at least that one isn't. This is no longer important. I mean, it was important to get here, but not after. I like the easy links where you just get them for walking places. Although then there are some of those that aren't that easy, like if you don't remember or you don't know where you're supposed to walk. Right, I'm gonna save here again. I guess the game auto saves, so it's not that important. Also, my old saves are here. Apparently, I last played this game in 2014. Mid 2014. So it's been a few years. It's like though it's been 3 years since the last time I played this, I am still kind of remembering the story with each of these cutscenes. Like I'm just remembering that these things get revealed to be pretty important. I guess it's the sort of thing that's really just there for you to realize on replays, since this game kind of plays in reverse order with the way the memory system works. Yeah, he hasn't actually met either of these people. But what can you do? I guess I can't talk to any of the silhouettes. Yeah, they can be. Sometimes. Okay, no, I don't know that at all. It's not even a multiple choice question. 0. No. I tried. Not answering wasn't an option. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to answer that. Here we go. Whoops. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Wasn't far off. It's ideal in 5 moves. I'm getting pretty bad at these though. So that might not happen. Now, I guess at any time I'm hesitant about it, it'll happen, but it's like the time I wasn't even bothered with it, I guess I just sort of casually didn't get it. Oh well. Alright, currently no ideas on where to get the other link, but I guess I'll find something eventually. Oh, there's stuff over here. There we go. I missed that when I was here initially, and I guess I was right next to it when I got here. Should be fine to advance now, right? Since we only needed 2 to move on. The rest should be past that point. And they shouldn't be hard to find. At all. The lighthouse isn't very big. Great explanation. Well, that went about as well as expected, I guess. See. Alright, now we're up to 3. The lighthouse isn't important anymore. I mean, I guess it probably is, but just not right at this moment to advance. I'm sure it'll come up again more than a few times. Maybe, anyway. thing. And then I guess I have to find the thing to use the things on as well. There's too many things that seem like people that can't actually be interacted with. But I'm guessing since we can go down here now, we're probably supposed to. Yeah. Seems to be the way things in this game work. If you can go somewhere, you probably should. It works as conveyance. It's not the way all games handle it, but it's definitely one of the ways that works. Dead rabbit note went at the top, so I'm kind of wondering if these are actually in any specific order. Doesn't seem like they are. Alright, let's prepare this. Ideally in 3 moves. There we go. Simple enough. They have a scent simulator as well, so they have simulators for like all the senses, but it can't simulate pain, or it just doesn't. I mean, I can see why it wouldn't be a good idea to. Oh right, we can't get run over, we don't actually exist. I was just instinctively dodging around that. Yeah, he'll be fine. We've got bigger problems here. I'm sure there's a job to be done here. I just don't remember what it is. Nope, not yet. He'll find a way. It's the Same keys to move as always. On the way. Where exactly is here? I have no idea where that came from. Not this way. Maybe I'll just explore. Can't be too hard to find, eventually. Okay, here. I'm still missing something. Be a problem, considering I don't know what I'm missing or where it would be. Ah, that makes sense. That was sort of what I was guessing, which is why I was just wandering around looking for them. Clicks register pretty oddly in these sections. Like it registered that I clicked on the top instead of the middle, and I was gonna click on the top next. Like I was clearly at the middle when I clicked on it. Let's check out that note. It's not on the bottom or the top, so yeah, these don't seem to be in any specific order. They're just sort of all over the place. Right, I guess the clock is what we need. This one should be the fifth one, right? or the third one in order, but the fifth one as far as I'm getting them. Alright, we can go back again now. Ideal 4 moves. Well, when in doubt, I always start with diagonal. Diagonal seems to be a really good move to start with, because even if I have no idea what I'm doing, it works out. Yeah, it must be a pretty bad movie. Wonder what it is. I don't think things like that get answered. Let's just remove these people, because we can. I'm sure there's no downside to it. Of course, there's likely no upside to it. But still, it's giving me dialogue, so it's worth it. I am happy. Damn, there's still somebody there. Can I not make them disappear too? It's bugging me. They should all disappear. Oh well. Well, I guess, yeah, they were in the same room. It works. Oh, right. Maybe I can go and make this person disappear now. It was necessary. It felt unresolved. For some reason, I get the feeling that diagonal isn't the way to go here. But we're gonna open with it anyway, because it still is. Diagonal moves are overpowered in these puzzles. They're just always the right move, it seems like. And that thing really goes back quite a long time. I don't know, maybe he should go get a helmet. Could be necessary. Safety. It's true. Must be some book. I thought those were the details. I guess they didn't pick a movie. That could be a detail worth knowing. That's a kind of logic. Not the kind that works, but is a kind. Alright, need to find one somewhere. And clearly the rest of them will be beyond that point. Now we're in here. It's a good point. I don't think you can... Well, I guess... Never mind. It's quite the memory, though. I guess it was just easier to make them rectangles. Still missing one. Is it not the piano? I feel like that would be the obvious thing. But it doesn't seem to let me interact with the piano, or is the thing I'm looking for not actually here? That's entirely possible, you know what? We'll look somewhere else. Yeah, I mean, you could design that with the core lines actually curved the way they're supposed to, but yeah, it's just easier to not, I guess. Which is something. I mean, they've definitely done a lot of things with this game that weren't easy. So they could have done what they wanted. And I guess that's what they wanted. It just would. I don't think he knows anything. I feel like they both have some kind of point on the last one, but it's hard to say which one's better. Is it high school? Yeah, I guess it makes sense. For some reason, I just thought they were younger. Makes sense that they're not. Still missing a link somewhere. I feel like it would be easy. Easy to find from here, maybe. Maybe it's just over here. If it's not in this room, then it will be a problem. Alright, good. I was hoping that would be it. Damn, she ruined the moment. There'll never be another chance like that again. It's all over. Okay, this is ideal 6 moves, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's start with the diagonal, because that's always the right play. Always. Do I even need to look at things, or can I just start with diagonal every time? I guess there's really only so many things you can do with a puzzle like that. Books and some stuff I can't interact with. Yeah, mostly stuff I can't interact with in there. What about the clock? That should be something, right? Yeah. Since it came up before, it makes sense. Alright. I got these bunk beds, which I can't interact with. Okay, I'm still missing 2. Can I go outside yet? No. Oh wait, maybe this. Oh, okay, yeah. That's what that said. Alright, now I'm still missing one. And I guess I get it for just wandering over there. Now let's see what I do after making a diagonal move on this one. This, from the looks of things. Yeah, I'm glad these puzzles are easy because there's a lot of them. And if these puzzles took more than like a minute, it would get kind of annoying. That doesn't look like an ideal situation, however you look at it. Even not knowing what it is, you can still tell it's pretty bad. Well, we're back to the near present. It's still in a memory. If he's not real, none of this really matters. Just go back and do whatever it is we're going to try to do. And make the moon happen eventually. Alright, latest is obviously this one. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do here. It's some sort of puzzle. I can do this. Just might not be as easy as that. Should be easy enough though. Except it isn't. 'Cause, yeah, nothing matches here. Okay. Then I can't match that. Huh. See a problem. Yeah, I didn't sign up for puzzles. Like, I can get one or the other here. I'm gonna just... try working from this side for a bit. See if that helps me any. Of course, doesn't look like anything matches here to there. In which case, maybe I have completely the wrong idea of what I'm supposed to be doing in the first place. Can't interact with those. Wait, what? What just happened? How is that right? Okay, whatever. None of that made sense, but it's fine. 'Cause it's done, I guess. Well, it's all the same. We failed miserably. Let's go home. Shouldn't be too far. Alright, I guess we can't explore the area that's not relevant. It's fine by me. Hey, good luck with that. Maybe you can make sense of it. 'Cause I couldn't. That was fast though, nothing changed. Right to the early memories. The one with the room with the bunk beds. Or not that early. Yet, apparently. Okay, we're not going back that early, I guess. Unless we are now. I don't know. No. This is now about the moon. Just make everything about the moon. Well, he's not in here seeing the movie about the moon. That's not important. Okay, I guess now we're going back further. We didn't go directly to the earliest memories we have. good enough. I don't want to go to the moon. Well, that's no good. I can see the problem. Makes a good sales pitch. Don't think it was good enough, but I'm convinced. We'll figure something out here. I don't think these are the best places to interrupt. But I guess they have a limited amount of memories to access. I thought he expected it to be. Yeah, hopefully he did, because it doesn't look like we had much in the way of ideas. Yeah, looks like we're finally back in the present and not in a memory. Of course, it wouldn't really be a memory if it was the present, so that's kind of redundant. Okay, he's not in there. Is he? No. Yes? Maybe. I guess we'll find out. He might be upstairs already. He might be, but he isn't. Okay, kitchen. Fair enough. Maybe they did have coffee here. Alright. This is the best way of killing time. You done yet? Alright, fine. Good luck with that. Alright, I'll check again. Hopefully he's done by now. I don't know what exactly... I just don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do to advance that. Maybe it is just time. I'm not examining that. What if I check from the other side? There we go. Of course, this is just, like, same stuff. I'm probably supposed to do something. That's all I can figure out, because that's not it. Guess I'll just explore around. I mean, there's not really a lot to do. Can I go back outside? I can. This feels like it's not the solution, though. Yeah. Definitely isn't. When the game stops you from going in a certain direction, it's probably not the right direction to be going. I'm gonna save over file 1. Yeah, sure, file 1. Where's the autosave take me? Takes me back to 1 minute before the manual saves, so that's not gonna help. If something's wrong, then I'm just screwed. That's comforting. Guess I didn't explore the basement again. Okay, I haven't been in here. I thought I was, but wrong place. So I guess I was just supposed to explore. I feel like I probably read something in that series at some point, but not much and not enough to remember it anymore. I remember the covers of the books. Alright, I can't sit down at the same time. Yeah, I could understand that. There's like a series I've tried to collect all of and didn't really finish at this point, even though it's clearly for a different age group. Is that enough to end Neil's phone call yet? Okay, well that's a lot more convenient than other things you can collect. Alright, you finally ended the phone call and stopped responding with the same generic responses to everything. Good. Do you get enough fresh air? Oh, damn. Yeah, you can't have fresh air without coffee. It just doesn't work. Oh, there it is. Alright, I'm gonna save over slot 3 when I get the chance. I'm sure it's fine. You don't need to know. I was kinda hoping it would sorta do this automatically and I wouldn't have to actually walk all the way down. But I guess we are doing the actual walking all the way down thing. Doesn't seem like there's a way to walk faster. For some reason I keep thinking there is in this game, but I might be thinking of a different game. Seems quite urgent. You know what I didn't think about it until just now, but I've actually been here going with this game for 2.5 hours, so even though this isn't really a great point for it, I'm just going to immediately take a break before I forget to, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. That's a bit better. Although in like the 5 minutes I was gone, the sun has descended to a point where it's at about eye level, but I can just change eye level slightly and it's fine. I mean, there's only so much it can be in the way with blinds and all. Although I really will look forward to a time, even though this has nothing to do with the sun, which is what I was talking about, I really do look forward to when the weather cools down a bit for like the rest of the season. Can't be too far off now. I mean, it's one thing when it interferes with my streaming, like it kinda does, but I've also slept pretty poorly over the last 2 or 3 days just because I just can't stay asleep. Which is weird because I don't think I've ever really had a problem with warm weather interrupting my sleeping before. But just the last few days it's been bad. Maybe it's not even related, maybe it just feels like it is. Ah yes, digital pets. It's important. I should get some of those. Or play games with digital pets. I'll get to them eventually. We've got a lot of games to get to. This is one of them, but if things go according to plan, it will be done today. I don't usually try to get through entire games in one stream, but this seemed like the kind of game that would be good for that. Just because of the story focus and everything. That's like the main reason I'm playing it today. I could have played it yesterday, but today I can stay up a bit later, so if I have to do that to finish the game, then I will. But yesterday I had to kind of get to sleep early. It's like the initial plan was to do it yesterday. Until I realized that. Okay, we better get things done then. We don't have much time. I feel like Act 2 was a lot shorter than Act 1. I don't remember how many are in the game, but it doesn't really matter much. If it was important, I probably would remember. Alright, now we're back to the earliest memory. Go past this room with the bunk beds and activate this thing. Some kind of memory earthquake. It's green. That must mean it's all good now. Good. It's a false alarm. He's still alive. Alright, let's go. Not this way. Let's try this thing. Yeah, that's what I was supposed to be doing. That teleports us over. Sort of, maybe, I guess. This is pretty early. Yeah, seems peaceful enough. What could possibly go wrong? This isn't the exit. The exit's up there. It does look like that. That I can understand. Like, it would be pretty ridiculous to have it, to try to make it look like he's actually kicking it in RPG Maker. And that looks close enough, in my opinion. But I'm not a professional. I mean, if you put another animation in there, I guess. Stupid kid. To be fair, he wasn't in the road when it happened. So I guess it wasn't really his fault. So that's not good. That's very not good. You could even say bad, but that might be putting it a little strongly. I guess it fits here. It does sound interesting. Good point. Sounds like a fun game to play. Need this Animorphs node. Oh, it's a separate one. Yeah, it was Joey's favorite first. Then basically, I guess Johnny got confused and started thinking it was his favorite at some point. Because of the whole memory thing. We're almost all the way left on this thing. It's weird how sometimes in this game you move a lot faster than at other times. Following them around is probably the way to go. Oh, there's something down here that has lines, so it must be interesting. There was a link there, so I guess it was important. Jeez, I lost them. Where did they go? This way? No. Not this way. Well, maybe that way, but I can't get there yet, so let's find something else first. How hard could it be? This place isn't that big, is it? Maybe it is, but I feel like I've explored most of this already. Yeah, it's not that big. I'm just missing something. I mean, obviously I'm missing something. I just can't see what it is yet. And I won't until I found it, or find it. It's just the way it works. Alright. This might be a while. Yes. I guess mouse is recommended, so we'll do that. This might be important. Oh god, this is very oddly responsive. Weird mouse sensitivity and everything. I feel like I would be better off without mouse. How'd I do? Alright, that gives me a memory link, I guess. Now we can go on and see what's over here. Looks like a nice place. I guess he was the one that liked those as well. It'll probably tell me that in notes. Yep. Let's save again. don't feel like that would be very likely in this situation. Maybe tigers don't live around here. Or travel in packs. That's a different point, but also valid. It could have been something, though. Yes, that's exactly what they do. That's the whole point. Kangaroos. So fake. Started early. No fair. In the sky. Good answer. Okay, now I see it. Still kind of a stretch, but that's just how that sort of thing really works. It's an interesting aspiration. Well, that's where that came from, I guess. That goes pretty far back. To before he lost his memories. And I'm guessing he probably didn't come back the next year because he didn't remember any of it. And there's why he wanted to go to the moon. And that's the hacky sack that he threw away in the earlier cutscene, which from here is the distant future because he didn't remember any of this. Also because she told him to do it, but still. Let's check that note, and I guess save again. Really do wish those notes were in some kind of order, but it doesn't matter that much. Okay. We're back here. I blame the platypus. Damn thing. It's nobody's fault. It's true. Yeah, well, you were fine after being pushed off the lighthouse. It was all good. Things turned out well. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Because I think we're near somewhere where the game can actually kind of go wrong, but I don't know for sure. Pretty sure there's a high chance it doesn't. To the end of the hall we go. I mean, how much further could this hall go? This is what's generally considered one of the worst parts of the game, despite being the most gameplay-focused parts of the game. Because it is just so unnecessarily absurd and just unnecessary altogether. Like, it really just also doesn't seem to fit in at all with the rest of the game. I think there's a chance you can get cornered and not be able to get out of it somehow. I don't exactly remember what can happen, but something can happen. Pretty sure this is one of the spots where the game can just sort of stop working. But I don't think we ran into that here if it's over. Okay, I can't shoot plants anymore, so I think that section's over. Good. This kind of thing in memories. They just get messed up and people are talking to themselves. It happens. It's also raining in here. I don't know if I actually have to enter all these rooms. But it's some nice flashbacks. To things we've already seen earlier today, so it's not that far of a flashback, but it's nice nonetheless. I'm sure there's not too many of them. And this is a long hallway. Alright. Nice door. I guess I didn't need to get to the end of the hallway. Who knows if that hallway actually ends anywhere? It doesn't have to. It's not like it's reality. Did you really need to leave the book there? Could have got rid of that too. Made it seem more normal.
Short steps, deep breath, everything is alright. Chin up, I can't step into the spotlight. She said, I'm sad, somehow without any words. I just stood there, searching for an answer. When this world is no more, the moon is all we'll see. I'll ask you to fly away with me until the stars all fall down. They empty from the sky, but I don't mind if you're with me, then everything's alright. Why do my words always lose their meaning? What I feel, what I say, there's such a rift between them. He said I can't really seem to read you. I just stood there, never know what I should do. When this world is no more, the moon is all we'll see. I'll ask you to fly away with me until the stars all fall down. They empty from the sky, but I don't mind if you're with me, then everything's alright. If you're with me, then everything's
Alright, I think I'm okay now. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think that cutscene probably works better without commentary anyway. Alright, let's do some exploring here. Alright, we can't do some exploring here yet. Staring at him is not the answer. Alright. Now we can move forward. Possibly upward if that's the way elevators work. It's the 4th floor. The right way? I guess we'll find out eventually. There's no point in not checking them all, I guess, if I have to check them all. There's a memory link. So I guess we probably have to go to all the floors for all of them. Would make sense. Make sure I'm not missing another thing on here. Alright, let's check the second floor next. That's the floor we haven't been on. Maybe there's 2 memory links there. This game really does have a good soundtrack. Doesn't have a lot of songs, but the songs it has are good. Alright, back downstairs, I guess. Maybe that's where the last one is. Back to the first floor anyway. We're not really moving with stairs right now. We're not physically going downstairs, but we're going downstairs. Fair point. It's pretty impressive that he became an astronaut and everything and still had the time to learn to play piano like that. I mean, of course, none of this is real, even by the game standards. So it's like doubly not real in that sense, but still. It's fiction within fiction. Seems to make sense. It checks out. This all really happened. Yeah, I guess as difficult as it would be to become an astronaut, it's not like it would require 100% of your focus every day or anything, so you would still have time for other stuff. I guess we'll find out if it was worth the wait. Let me just save. Wrong buttons to close this. There we go. How dare they cut off fictional traffic for this? Yeah, let's initiate it. No sense in waiting. Damn extra Neil. That can't be good. At least he tried. So it looks like everything worked out pretty well in his new set of memories. It's about as well as they could go. I think there is post-credit stuff in this game. Yeah, that's a really good story. I can't really think of a lot else to say during the credits of this game. I mean, I don't think the credits are very long, but yeah, that's pretty much all of my post-game thoughts on this. I guess I could also add that it has a great soundtrack. I kinda wish the sequel hadn't got delayed so much, because if the sequel didn't get delayed, it would be releasing pretty soon, but I guess we're gonna have to wait a little while longer for that. I'm looking forward to it, cautiously. Be interesting to see if it's as good, like a lot of things. I can imagine it's not the easiest to follow this game, in the sense of making a sequel to it and expecting it to hold up to the original, but it's definitely possible. There've been a lot of games where the first game was really good and then they had a sequel that managed to be better, but I can't think of a lot of games like that where they were as story focused as this one. Well, that didn't take long. They just barely finished with the previous patient. Yeah, the sequel, I'm pretty sure, is just about the next patient. I'm pretty sure that's a reasonable assumption to make anyway, considering the information that's out on it. Maybe it's just a completely unrelated patient somewhere else. Who even knows? Doesn't matter. Also, there's the link to buy the soundtrack, I guess. I'll probably wind up checking that out, actually. Oh, and the game just closes at the end of that when you hit escape. It just closes altogether. So yeah, that was to the moon, obviously. I guess, yeah, that's it for this stream, so I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.